The Christian Association of Nigeria, 19 northern states and the Federal Capital Territory has congratulated Muslims on the successful completion of Ramadan and the celebration of Eid al-Fitr. In a statement by the chairman, Reverend John Hayab, and the Secretary General, Bishop Muhammad Naga, Northern Khan highlighted the spiritual significance of Ramadan. The group also expressed grief over the killing of 16 travelers in Uromi, Edo State, describing the incident as a strategic loss to humanity. The Saudi Arabia on Saturday said the crescent of Shawwal has been sighted. It also added that Eid al-Fitr will not be held on Sunday, March 30th, 2025, to mark the beginning of the new Islamic month. This disclosure was made on Haramin's official Facebook page, an official platform for the Muslim community across the world. The governor of Benue State, Hyacinth Alia, joined millions of Nigerians on world leaders to celebrate President Bola Tinubu on his 73rd birthday anniversary. Alia, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Teso Kula, in Makurdi, appreciated God for the gift of life and the strength granted to the president. He said the President Tinubu had shown Benue considerable love, given the numerous appointments, infrastructural development projects, and other federal government interventions in the state. The governor appreciated the president for always putting Benue at the front burner of his renewed hope agenda. The 16th Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi, has supported the ban on the annual Salah Durbar. As Muslims in Nigeria and around the world prepare for Eid al-Fitr, Nigerians lament over the financial constraint caused by rising food transportation costs. This was done. As a matter of fact, the Nigerians who lamented that as they are celebrating this Salah today, it wasn't easy trying to get what they wanted from the market because of the high rise in the price of food and services. One of our correspondents, Amarachi Ibe, reports from Owerri on how residents prepared for the Salah going on today. Here is the report.
At Amawusa in Owerri, a major hub for the Muslim community, preparations for Salah are on the way. However, many faithful say the soaring cost of transportation has made it difficult to travel and celebrate with their loved ones.
No, last year we bought rice almost close to 100. But now, what they are selling bag of rice at shop is 80,000 because I priced it yesterday. 80,000 they are selling it. Some places it depends of the rice.
Market is moving small, so it's not like last year. Last year we have market more than that, and people is getting business more than this year. This year things is hard. We thank God we manage ourselves like that.
For traders, the challenges goes beyond personal celebrations. Fabric dealers who source their goods from Kano State says the rising cost of transporting materials to Imo State has significantly affected their businesses, reducing their profit margins.
Doing business very well, but the customers are crying, but because of transport, everything from at the buy market from Kano to here, we are paying for transport. It's one bear now, and we talk like 20 before this Imo State. So yes, the thing will just the grades of more than next year.
Nigerians blame high fuel price for festive season while urging people to budget carefully and explore alternative options to manage expenses during the festive period. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
Same development, it has been a time to reflect on the impact of religious activities as Salah is being celebrated all over Nigeria today. The Eid al-Fitr celebration come with a lot of challenges as Nigerians struggle to get things they need to use for Salah celebration. Our correspondent, Chukwu Mobna, interviewed some persons on the effect of the celebration of Salah and the cost of food and transportation as they go about the celebration today.
Salam alaikum. As Muslims all around the world celebrate the Ramadan fast, we have taken to the streets to ask people how they've been coping with the high prices of foodstuff in the market during this time and also what the holy month means to them. I am Ogotkum Mwabno. Please come with me. So Muslims shares their Ramadan experiences during the prayer and fasting season, from the meal they could afford for iftar and sahur to the various activities leading to the Ramadan period. Some traders expressed their displeasure on the high cost of food prices and how it has affected sales during the Ramadan fast.
The people that come support, you know, saying this Ramadan money, you know, the plenty like I said before. Now I'm the manager now. Somebody doing business now.
I think it has increased relatively because things I used to buy cheaper, like where I am right now, it's really different. Price has increased.
While lamenting on the hike in transportation during Ramadan period, travelers have shown great concerns as some say they can't travel as usual during Eid.
Where I go travel, the money for motor they cost. Where they go now, I'm very Kebi, now 18,000 motor. I go see the money to go enter motor. Look now, I say tell the Baba make a hyper big.
The Kano State Police Command has dismissed as false the social media report claiming an attack on 18-seater passenger bus in Kano. This is contained in a statement issued by the command spokesperson SP Abdullahi Kiyawa in Kano State. Kiyawa said this report was entirely false and misleading. The police command reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining law and order, ensuring the safety and security of all residents, and promoting harmony among diverse communities. The Southwest Zone of the National Association of University Students have called on the federal government to revise the hike in telecommunication tariff. The university students' body said the country would witness the mobilization of learners against the hike if the government and other stakeholders fail to address the issue. Other imperative issues that NAUS asked the government to address include rising insecurity on campuses, epileptic power supply, and incessant strike, among others. According to the statement signed by the NAUS National Vice President Southwest, Tamiu Olayinka, the reversal of increased telecommunication tariff was crucial as students depend on affordable internet access to learn in the digital age. The Commissioner of Police Lagos State Command, Olahandare Jimo, has ordered the immediate deployment of conventional police personnel, the elite strike forces and tactical unit of the Nigerian Police Force to all strategic locations in Lagos State, saying that the move is to ensure a hitch-free Eid al-Fitr celebrations. In a statement posted on his X handle, the police public relations officer, Police Lagos State Command, Chief Superintendent of Police, Benjamin Hundeyin, said the deployment will also target identified black spots and flashpoints to prevent crime and criminality, remove fear of crime from the mind of all Lagosians and visitors alike during the Eid al-Fitr celebrations going on today. Ghanaian President John Mahama has visited his Nigerian counterpart Bola Tinubu at the State House in Abuja. The first visit since his inauguration on January 7 is to brief President Tinubu, who also doubles as the chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Head of States and Government, on his recent visits to Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Godwin Sunday has the details.
While briefing journalists, the Ghanaian president, John Mahama, says he was in Nigeria to keep President Bola Tinubu updated on diplomatic efforts with the military junta leaders of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso aimed at addressing regional security and stability. Mahama acknowledged the complexities of the regional issue, but assured that with continued constructive dialogue, all pending issues between the Alliance of Sahel States and the Economic Community of West African States will be resolved.
Twofold: to thank him for the honor done me during my inauguration, but also to brief him on a visit I made to the Sahelian countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, and to bring him up to date with some of the issues that I discussed with him. As ECOWAS chairman, it's my duty to come and brief him on some of the concerns that were raised there, so that we continue to see how to dialogue with those other countries.
Most definitely, sir. The region will be willing to have the three Sahelian countries back. Any good news from there?
Well, it's a complicated situation, and it's not as easy as we might think, but we just need to continue to dialogue and see how we can continue to cooperate together.
In his response, President Tinubu says his talks with the three Alliance of Sahel states were essential to safeguarding lives and fostering prosperity across the region.
Indeed, very happy of the effort is made to have a bridge between the AES countries and the ECOWAS. It's not a bad idea for us because of the security situation in the Sahel region and what economic opportunity that we must embark to ensure security of life and properties of our citizens. The innocent people in this episode are the citizens of those countries. Not much about us, the leadership. The citizens must be the first, beneficiary and the first part of reasons together.
Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global Television.
The former Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, has dismissed report linking him with the All Progressive Congress, noting that he is not a member of the ruling party, nor intending to be a member. Reacting to a report circulating on social media, where he alleged that his name was mentioned in an APC gathering, Obi advised that elections and primaries should not be reduced to toxic narrative or personal attacks, noting that political choices should be guided by credibility, vision, and the ability to deliver real change. You're watching the live broadcast of Midday News. When Midday News returns, NESG urges federal government to sustain 2.2 MBPL oil production for 2025 budget feasibility. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Stay with us. And now from the world of business, the federal government of Nigeria has launched a credit scheme worth 2.5 billion naira to encourage the conversion of vehicles to use of compressed natural gas, that is CNG, and the manufacturing of kits. According to a statement by the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNGI, the credit scheme is tax credit access for light and mobility, that is CALM. It was stated that the initiative is aimed at easing energy and transportation costs in Nigeria. The Ministry of Federal Capital Territory, that is FCT, Barrister Ezenwo-Winsome Wike, has vowed to aggressively pursue revenue collection through taxes and ground rent payments in the FCT to fund impactful projects in the state capital, amid a record collection of 262 billion naira in internally generated revenue for 2024. In a statement by his Director of Press, Anthony Ogunleye, the minister has stressed that FCT administration's intent to aggressively pursue revenue collection within legal boundaries. The acting executive chairman of FCT IRS, Michael Ango, revealed this during the service annual sensitization campaign aimed at mobilizing FCT residents for voluntary tax collection and compliance. The Nigerian Economic Summit Group, that is NESG, has called on the federal government to maintain crude oil production at 2.2 million barrels per day to ensure the viability of the 2025 budget and stabilize the economy. Dr. Tayo Adeloju, Chief Executive Officer of NESG, made the recommendation during the group's media briefing on its 2025 strategic vision and private sector macroeconomic outlook in Abuja. He emphasized that sustaining this production level is critical for revenue generation, foreign exchange stability, and economic growth. The U.S. Embassy in Syria has warned its citizens of an increased possibility of attack during the upcoming holiday marking the end of the Muslim holy months of Ramadan. The U.S. Department of State cautioned U.S. citizens of the increased possibility of attacks during Eid al-Fitr holiday, which could target embassies, international organizations, and Syria public institutions in Damascus. A Ukrainian area's regional head says 4 people have been killed and another 21 injured in a mass Russian drone attack on the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro. Sahil Lysak said in a restaurant complex and several residential buildings were ablaze after the attack. He added that the enemy sent more than 20 drones to the city and that most of them were shot down. Images and videos later emerged showing firefighters tackling large fires that had engulfed the buildings that were struck and smashed glass and other debris scattered on the city's streets. And now from the world of sport, the boxing world is in mourning following the strategic passing of former national and West African light heavyweight champion Segun Success Olariwaju, who died after collapsing during a fight in Ghana. Olariwaju was competing against Ghanaian boxer John Banugo at Fight Night 15 of the Ghana Professional Boxing League at Bukon Boxing Arena when he suddenly lost consciousness. 6 nations will converge at the Bulmara Convention Center on April 18 for a high-stake boxing tournament that promises to pit elite fighters against each other in a test of skill and endurance. Game Rush and Balmora Promotions will stage the high-octane boxing event following the resounding success of the previous class in the ring tournament in December 2024 and the premier launch of Friday Fight Night in February 2025. The upcoming tournament will feature elite fighters from 6 countries, including Ghana, Tanzania, Egypt, Italy, the United Kingdom, and Nigeria, all competing for ring supremacy. And that's it on Global TV Midday News. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @Global TV NG. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Thank you for watching.